Hey friends, this video is an updated wash and go routine and it is focused around the colder months, so fall/winter. And if you're new here, I have fine, low density curls, which seems to be pretty hard to find on YouTube. So if you're like me and you deal with the occasional exposed scalp and see-through curls, make sure you subscribe because I have a lot of videos on my channel that will help you achieve a fuller look even if you don't have a lot of hair. As we move into the colder months, obviously we don't want to go outside with wet hair. So if you're a wash and go kind of girl, styling isn't quite as easy. Now, I'm personally not a huge fan of diffusing. I know some people are, but I prefer to air dry. But I know that's not really practical during this time of year. So that brings me to the first major change, which is styling at night. This is so rare for me because my texture tends to look best on the first day. And it just loses shape and definition over time typically because it's so fine, and the more you touch it or you lie on it, it just kind of loses its zhuzh, its volume, its curls. So basically I'm using heavier products and styling at night, and it's allowing me to have the air dry option that I love because air drying for me gives me more definition as well as more volume. Funny enough, I know it's the opposite for a lot of people with thicker hair. And it also allows for time for my hair to expand because with fine curly hair and wash and goes, they usually look the best by the end of the day after your hair has really fully dried for like 10 hours or something ridiculous. So I begin this whole process by washing my hair with a sulfate-free shampoo. And lately this has been my go-to, but I will say that although I really like it, I'm not crazy about the amount of lather. I've gotten so accustomed to sulfate-free shampoos having no suds or bubbles. So this was a major adjustment, and it actually kind of irritates me, which is funny because if you asked me this years ago, I would say the opposite. I used to love having bubbles, but now I'm like, get out of my way. Next, I like to follow with a really moisturizing conditioner like the Aussie Moist. I personally love it because it does the job, but it's also affordable. There's nothing worse than being afraid to use conditioner because you just don't want it to run out too fast. I like to go pretty heavy with the conditioner in the shower, and I like to use it as a detangler as well because it has really great slip. Now, in terms of styling, with the use of heavier products, and I say heavier for a fine-haired curly girl. I'm sure these are not heavy for girls with thicker hair, but I like to apply these new products on my hair while I'm in the shower and my hair is wet. I think that's really important so that it doesn't weigh my hair down, but I can still have all the benefits of these heavier products. Now, the first product I use, it's about a medium consistency. It's not too heavy. If you're not too heavy-handed, I should say, you will be fine with this on your fine hair. I like to apply it, as I said, while my hair is wet, just to be on the safe side. Some people are not crazy about the smell of this. They think it smells like Play-Doh. I personally think it doesn't smell like Play-Doh. If anything, it smells like some kind of baked goods, I find, but I'm pregnant, so who really wants to quote me on that? The next product is also from Shea Moisture. This is not sponsored by Shea Moisture. It's just a coincidence. I never really used a lot of their products consistently, and then recently I was just looking at all the ingredients again, and I thought, you know what? Let me give these a shot. So anyways, I like to use this towards the back of my hair. This is definitely heavier in my opinion, and I have really dry hair at the back of my head, and especially in the winter months this is imperative for me to get more moisture back there because the drier your hair is, it's going to be more prone to breakage. And as you know, in the fall and the winter our hair gets a lot of friction. But whether it's scarves, coats, whatever we're wearing, it kind of rubs against the back of your head. So I'm not trying to break off the back of my hair anymore. So I'm going thicker with the products in the back just to get as much moisture locked in as possible. So this might be shocking for some of you that followed me for a while, but I'm also using a third product on my hair. And I know I usually don't use so many products, but just hear me out. If it works, I'm going for it. So I've been using this Bounce Curl gel to get some extra definition and hold on the tips of my hair as well as my bangs, so that I can have a fighting chance at maybe making my fine curls last more than a day or two. Now, this is helpful during the colder months because I really do not want to be washing my hair as often, obviously with the weather being cooler. So these are the results. As you can see, my hair is really moisturized and healthy looking, and it feels amazing. So what do I do at night? At night, I wear my hair in a pineapple with a satin bonnet, and I sleep on a satin pillowcase as well. Those are kind of just like two partners in crime, because if it falls off in the night, I'm still covered. So when all goes well, I will wear my hair like this, curly for a few days, and then my hair starts to get a little bit tangled, especially towards the back. So I'll repeat this process because I don't want any breakage. But first, I'll rock some protective styles like a messy bun. And what I do is I'll use some oils to massage them into my scalp a bit. And then I'll put some deep conditioner on my ends, and I will just rock my hair in a messy updo bun or in a slicked back bun until I'm ready to shampoo and start this whole process again. And that's just gonna really help my hair be extra moisturized and prepared before shampooing again. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this detailed winter wash and go routine. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps me know what style of videos you guys want to see. And also be sure to subscribe so I can see you here again. Thanks for watching. Bye.